We're live.
We're live. We're adjusting the camera. Shaky, shaky. There we go.
Hair's still wet.
Hair's still wet.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Today is Friday, July something.
July 15th. Yay. Halfway through the month. Halfway through the month.
Oh, we're halfway through the month, yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Through the month.
Time flies.
When you're having fun.
And fixing your car.
Yes. Oh, we did have to fix the car this week, didn't we? Yes, we did have to do that this week. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that.
Sorry. Didn't mean to bring up wonderful memories.
Excuse me. Yes, so it is Friday, July 15th.
Mm-hmm.
If you're new here, my name is Cindy. This is my husband, Matt, and we are full-time resellers. We sell on multiple platforms, and all of our income comes from reselling.
All of it. All of it.
Everything we do to support everybody that we continue to support comes from reselling.
Well then. Okay.
Read into that what you will. So this week was Prime Day. We're going to talk a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm.
We did, have car issues this week, so we were homebound most of the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
We enjoy home days. We are home buddies.
We are. I like being at home.
Yes. So kind of a easy week in that regard, but I did a lot of data research on Prime Day, both days, and looking into all of the data and what's selling and what isn't selling and how buyers are acting. Because if you're following along on July 15th, the economy is what it is.
It is.
It is. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's something.
It's a thing. It's a something. It's something you probably need to be aware of if you own your own business like we do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I did a lot of that this week. Had a couple of live chats with the Discord.
You did, yeah.
Those are so much fun. They're doing really, really well. So exciting to be around people who are excited. Good morning, LAG.
Is it LAG or lag?
Either way, good morning. Super exciting to be around people that are excited about what's to come and getting themselves prepared for Q4, and they are just jumping in, and that's so much fun.
You love seeing other people grow.
I do.
You really enjoy, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, you really truly do enjoy seeing these people come in at one level and just seeing them like blossom.
Yes.
Yes,
getting to be a part of somebody else's journey as they change their lives. Monica and I, that's who I do it with. I do the Discord with Monica, the Posh Hanger, on Instagram. We were talking yesterday after the call, and we said, it's just so much fun to be able to watch and to be a part of that and to see people's lives are being changed. And that's not to be overly dramatic or like anything. That's just the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
Their lives are being changed. And it's so cool.
Well, and you get just as much out of it, I think, as everyone else gets out of it. I mean.
Yes, because I get a lot of motivation and a lot of excitement. Like that motivation and that excitement, it's infectious. And so, I love those calls. They've been a lot of fun. So I had a couple of those this week. I'm thinking, Labrina says, I think I'm getting the most out of it. I don't know. I think I could give you a run for your money. But it's a lot. I'm sure Labrina could tell you, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't joined the Discord, come on. There you have it. The link is in the bio to this video.
Yeah, and we're not trying to hawk our whatever, I mean, we're here just to talk. And
no, just this is just a live recap of our week every week. So this is honestly just what's going on.
We're not trying to sell anybody anything or ask for free money or anything like that. It's not.
No.
That's not who we are, so.
No. So we did that. Then we had Prime Day. But I will say in the Discord, Monica had a fantastic way to accelerate your Prime Day sales. And a way to strategize Prime Day and all of that, even as a third-party seller, which was something that I had never heard before, never seen anybody do before. And she did it and was wildly successful. I tried it and I did not do so well.
Didn't quite work out so well for you, huh?
No, it didn't. It didn't. I had a total blonde moment, which if you're in the Discord, I will share what I realized yesterday after talking to Monica when she was like, yeah,
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. But next year, so then we had a call about how to then prep for next year and how to use this to
your advantage. And
for next year. So next year, I will be ready.
Next year, watch out. It's going to be a whole game on.
Next year, I will not do the same boneheaded move I did this year.
We all do.
Yeah. Sometimes you swing and miss.
Only human.
So, but we still had good Prime Day sales. Prime Day always, has an increase in sales. So we still had good Prime Day sales, but not what it could have been had I. Well, Labrina, I think, did it right, and she did well. Just saying. Yeah. Anyway. So what was interesting to me for us personally from Prime Day was that our products that we sell FBA Merchant Fulfilled did much better on day one. Best day yet, thanks to the Discord. Okay, last plug. Yeah, she had her best day, like in sales and in profit and like ever.
Checks in the mail, Labrina.
Yeah, she crushed it. I, on the other hand, boneheaded move, did not do as anyway. Our products did better on day one, and then our merch designs that we do on Amazon also did better on day two. So, which made sense to me as I was researching out what Amazon was pushing both days. Because they don't push the same things, clearly. They have the lightning deals and all of that. And they didn't start pushing merch designs from what I will call regular people until day two. On day one, they pushed print-on-demand types of shirts, but like from Disney or Star Wars.
From the major players.
Yeah.
Not the little people.
Not the little people.
Not the little people that counts.
Yeah, the little people had to wait until day two.
Yeah. Well, at least we got a day.
Yeah. And we had a great day on merch on the second day. So that was nice. It was nice to see that bump and to see those sales coming in. We have talked a lot about print on demand this week.
We have. We absolutely have had a lot of conversations about print on demand, which kind of would lead me into another segment as to strategies. And how long you want to see. This is like brand new.
This is brand new to me.
You do it to me all the time.
I do. Turnabout is fair play. Absolutely.
I'm going to play the Uno reverse card.
All right. Let's hear it. This is not where I was going.
I know it wasn't where you're going. So I just wanted to go there because, I'm chaotic neutral. So we had a lot of conversation about merch. And I think it was a really relevant conversation as to business strategies as a whole. What determines when you change a business strategy?
When do you pivot?
When do you pivot? How long do you stay firm with that strategy?
How long do you give it?
Yeah, I don't even have any answers for you. I mean, I'm free balling right now.
Oh, so, that's lovely. You're just going to throw all this out there and you have no answers for anybody.
I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
So yes, we did have a lot of conversations about strategy, and it should be noted. Okay, so first, merch is print on demand. It's merch by Amazon. It's invite only. You have to go and request an account. We also do print on demand products through other platforms, but merch has the highest velocity, at least for us. So in our 5-year plan, we would like to be all print on demand.
Mhm.
So I think we need to caveat this conversation with that's our inline goal, and that's not everybody's inline goal.
No.
We don't want a warehouse. We don't want wholesale contracts. We don't want pallets coming in. It's just not what we want for our lives. It's great. You can do a beauty queen. So it's just, this is what we want for our lives as we move forward. So we are spent a lot of time this week looking at, okay, how do we make that happen? And where do we need to be pivoting more?
Mm-hmm. Well, and part of the conversation was, hey, we still got bills to pay, and
We are full-time resellers.
So, with merch, you have to go into an understanding that it's not like buying something and then putting it on and selling it.
It's a long game.
It's a long game. You have to come up with the design. You have to research the designs. You've got to figure out what's kind of hot and what's not, and what's trending,
and SEO, and there's a whole.
So you go through all that. You create your design, you put it up, and then it's going to take sometimes a while to sell.
Yes, on average, our designs take between 90 and 120 days to sell the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time it sells, we make less than $1.
Mm-hmm.
So in 90 to 120 days, you can put in a lot of work before you've made that first $1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it could be frustrating.
It's very frustrating, which is why we have lots of conversations, because on an almost daily basis, I'm saying, are we just wasting our time? Is this ever going to? And it should also be noted that merch has paid our mortgage for several years now.
Mm-hmm.
So as just passive income. And this is just us saying, okay, we want to grow that.
Right.
So it's not like we're not already making money off of it or whatever. How do you stay motivated? That's the key, Lubrina. Like, how do you stay motivated to put in the work, put in the hours day after day after day when you're not seeing any results? And with merch, I don't get views. There's no, not that I don't get views. There's no view checker. I can't see.
You can't tell. Like when you list something on like eBay,
mm-hmm.
You could tell it's getting these views or you're getting offers on it. Good morning, Flipping Hustler.
Yes, Flipping Hustler.
So you can kind of tell this product has relevance.
Yeah.
There's a chance that I can sell this.
Yeah.
Merch, you just throw it up there.
Yeah. And, you do your research and, kind of similar designs or within a niche and all of that. But there's a lot of just going up to bat and just swinging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of how do you stay motivated when there is no immediate results? And because we have always been volume sellers.
Mm-hmm.
So when we did eBay full-time, when we're Amazon full-time, we sell quantity. We do quick flipping items. We don't, buy something and hold it for 2 years to sell it.
We try to do quick flipping.
I mean, not everything works, but for the most part, we are quick flippers.
Good morning, Mary.
And so switching, I think if we had been like vintage sellers, like on eBay, where you were used to putting up an item and used to having it take a long time to sell, maybe that would be easier.
Mm-hmm.
But we're used to pretty much instant results.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you could literally put in 3 to 6 months worth of work and not have any idea that what you're doing is going to work.
Mm-mm.
And I know that frustrates you.
It frustrates the living daylights out of me. And once you have been then selling on Amazon for a while, there is so much data that Amazon gives you. And you can go to Keepa and you can go to Camel and all these other different services. And you can really pinpoint when this product is going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
You can pinpoint exactly what the market is for it, what's your profit margin going to be, how long it's going to take to sell. There's a ton of data there. And I love data.
Oh, I do too. I absolutely love
Yes.
data. I mean, to me, business is a science.
Yes. And we like to, I was talking yesterday in the Discord about when we hacked into the eBay algorithm and we figured out how to.
We didn't
hack into
anything. Don't go saying that.
We figured out how to best manipulate.
You determined
how do I say that properly?
Yeah, let's not say we hacked into their system. No,
no,
hack into anything.
No.
Good God.
But whenever we
See, I'm usually on the other side of that.
I know. It was the owner reverse. When we were full-time eBay, we were like, okay, we need these products to sell faster. What can we do? Do you remember we had color-coded on this whiteboard and we tracked different products, different people's products, keywords, just to watch them, how the algorithm reacted to different changes,
and then we were running searches and determining where those products were coming up in the searches.
There was a lot of data.
There was a lot of data, but it worked.
Oh, it absolutely worked.
It worked, and we were able to figure out, okay, you do these following things, your items are going right up to the top.
Yeah.
And now that was years ago, so that information is no longer any good.
That's not true, because when we did our inventory check and I had all of those items, I did those exact same steps again. Oh. And those items immediately, even though we hadn't been listing or really selling, still totally worked. With merch, though, that's a whole lot harder. It's a whole lot harder. Amazon's algorithm is a whole different beast, and there's just not as much data. So, yes, there have been lots and lots and lots of conversations about letting go and understanding and trusting the process and all of those things. Yeah. But before you Uno reversed me, what I was going to say, I just read a really interesting article. It's the early reports out of Prime Day.
Okay.
So the early reports out of Prime Day and what was selling. And what was interesting is that this year, electronics fell to third. So normally electronics is like the top selling category for Prime Day. And this year it fell to third. And you had household items, and I posted the article in Discord. It was household items, and I want to say grocery.
Really? And then electronics, which
I'm sorry, it was household essentials and then health and beauty. But yes, grocery was up significantly. But yeah, household essentials and then health and beauty before consumer electronics. And what they were saying was that a lot of people, back to the economy, it is what it is, waited to Prime Day to buy, and then they were stocking up. Which is interesting if you're an Amazon seller who likes to sell multiple quantities of the same item on the same listing, like maybe 3 of these.
Oh, so when they say stocking up, people were buying multiple quantities of an item. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And what's also interesting about it is electronics is a higher price tag item, which means people aren't spending
as much in that category. Yeah, so it was really interesting to me that household essentials and health and beauty, which if Librina is still here, she knows we talked about this. I found that to be very true on my cosmetics and over the counter. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. Those items that are still really hot and doing really well. And so that was part of our conversation this week was, okay, how is this Q4 going to look different? How is the economy going to play into that? And, not because we do still have to pay the bills.
Yep.
And while merch pays the mortgage, we have other bills other than the mortgage, like lights and, food, things like that. And so we still need to be selling products while we grow that print on demand business. So how do we want to shift that? What's that going to look like this year? How are those early indicators of consumer behavior looking?
And how does that affect your business strategy going into fourth quarter?
Yeah. Yeah. And so really looking at all of those things, and that's why we love the data. And that's why we will read all of the reports that come out about Prime Day. It's why we watched what products Amazon was pushing, because Amazon knows what they're selling and what they're not.
The amount of data that Amazon and eBay and all these other platforms have.
Not only on products, but on you and I.
I wasn't going there.
I just went there.
I wasn't going there.
See, it was even a reverse day. I just said all the things. But yeah, if you look at then what they're promoting, what lightning deals were selling out fast versus what lightning deals were sitting. Understanding that, Amazon's pushing a product for a reason. They're not going to put up a product that isn't going to bring people in.
Right.
Because Amazon is having a second Prime deal day this year in the fall. Interesting. Thank you. I did not know that. I had not heard that. Oh, well, yay! That means that the strategy that Monica did that I can do. I don't have to wait a whole year to redeem myself. That's fantastic news, because I felt like a real dingling for how I messed that one up.
It happens.
Get ready now. Yes.
Well, and you can use the strategy. You can use what you've learned from the first Amazon data, Prime Day data, and apply it to the second Prime Day.
Those are the products that I want to have in stock.
Mm-hmm.
This is the margin that they're probably going to be at. These are the products that Amazon's going to push.
Maybe not so much in electronics.
But yeah, looking at, okay, this is what buyers are looking for. Most purchases were under $20.
Yeah.
Most items were under $20.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise me either. But that's a good indicator for what we're going to be looking for then if there is a second Prime Day, which I trust you that there is, items then that fit that criteria. What can I have in household essentials and health and beauty that is less than $20? And how many of those products can I get into the warehouse before that? Hello, small and light. Yes. And you know that is our jam. We love the small and lights. I love those little items. Beats the heck out of the big, huge stuff that we
it's easier to ship. I mean, it's just...
we have sold some big items. They were not fun.
Yeah, we've sold items and I'm like, how are we going to ship this?
Oh, yeah, you love it when I do that too.
Do we have boxes?
So Matt does the vast majority of our shipping. And I do the vast majority of our sourcing, which works great until I find these items that, yes, I only do large and expensive. Yeah. When I find that large and expensive item and I bring it home and I'm like, this has a great margin. We're going to make so much money on it. And he goes,
hold the phone there.
How are we going to ship that?
Yeah. And your large and expensive items typically have higher profit margins. So,
yeah. And we had that conversation too, that, like small and light is fantastic and I love them, but you got to sell a lot of little items to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And so finding then that happy balance for us, and everybody's different.
Well, and let's be honest, if you go into some place and you see this amazing thing and it's a big and bulky, expensive item, but there's a large profit margin on it, you're going to buy it. We're going to buy it. We're going to flip it. I'm not going to pass
1,000
up.
times.
Yeah, I'm not going to pass up because, it looks hard to ship, No,
we figured it out.
You have to figure that into your cost of goods also.
Yes. How long is it going to take to ship? Where you're going to have to ship it in. I stock over 80 different size new boxes shipping. Yes. Yeah. And that's the key, is having the right shipping materials.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I learned how to ship freight due to a large item that missed regular shipments by 2 inches.
Last week too.
Hate that. Yeah. And like, that's exactly the issue that we run into when I come home and he's like, how are we going to ship that? It's because we have run out of a certain type of box, and inevitably.
Well, and it's not just we run out of the box. We're shipping a bunch of stuff prior to it that didn't require special materials, and now all of a sudden you've got the curveball So
yeah, we try to keep all those different size boxes on hand also, so that you can easily ship whatever item it is you find today. Like it better when we get stuff delivered to the house and it comes in a box, and then I can just slap labels on things and
just ship it right back out. Yep. Yeah, but you've been very good about, you'll find something and you'll be like, all right, I got to find how to ship this.
And I think that is more, that comes into play more when we're merchant fulfilling in Q4.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Than when we're FBAing. When we're FBAing.
Yeah, you just throw.
Yeah, you sometimes got to do freight, but sometimes you got to hazmat, whatever. But yeah, that's not as big of a deal as when you're merchant fulfilling things, and then you're like, ooh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so just a lot of conversations about that, about how do we best pivot so that we have the best Q4 possible.
Yeah, it's all about maximizing
time, energy, capital, all of those things. No matter how much time, energy, and capital you have, you want to be maximizing it.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to get the most bang for your buck.
Yeah. So looking at a lot of those things this week, and that's typical for us in July.
Yeah.
Typically in July, we're taking the time to evaluate. Most people start at the beginning of the year and they're making goals and all of that. And that's fantastic. And I do that too, because I'm nerdy like that. But we typically do a mid-year kind of
reassessment.
Yeah, reassessment of, okay, what's working? What does the economy look like? What is buyer behavior doing?
Well, and honestly, you have to always be reassessing, because situations change, the economy changes. You could start in January and next thing you know, July, it's not the same.
Yeah, lots and lots of things are different.
You're always reassessing. You're always reevaluating.
Yeah, and so that's pretty typical for us at this time of year, is to really be thinking about, okay, what do we want to push hard against for Q4? Mm-hmm. How do we want to? But this year, we've just added in this whole layer of the print on demand and wanting to grow that at the same time. And
well, I fully believe that we're going to step back a little bit from you guys. We're going to have to. You're not going to be able to put in the same amount of time as we are now, because most of our income comes fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. So trying to do as much of that as we can right now while we have the time before things go wild. And they always do.
They do. It's exciting.
It's fun. We like it. We like it like that.
We like money.
We do like money. We seem to spend all of it. So
not on ourselves.
As you lift your incredible dad mug, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, wow.
So yes, but working on that. This coming week's my birthday.
I know. Wednesday. I know it. Wednesday's my birthday day.
We will not be live next Friday.
No, we will not.
We're going away for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. An exciting getaway.
Happy birthday to me. But yes, we are going to do a weekend next weekend, so we won't be. Happy birthday. Thank you. So we won't be live next Friday. So this coming week will kind of be, it'll be a shortened week for sure. Mm-hmm. And we've got a bunch of stuff. We're going to go see my parents.
No place exciting.
It's not super exciting, but
middle of the farm fields.
But we're going to go see my parents, and that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. They love that, and we love to see them. So that's,
absolutely.
That's okay. So it'll be a shortened week. Mm-hmm. We've got a lot of other non-business related stuff to get done before we leave. So it's probably a good thing we won't be live on Friday, because I don't know that we're going to have a whole lot reselling to talk about.
No. No.
But then when we get back, we've got at least one more trip planned, but then we can start. I'm so excited for Q4 to start.
Gearing up.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we usually are. I mean, the summer just slows down, and it's
just not as exciting.
Nope.
It's not as exciting.
I love being able to
Yes.
come home with a bunch of stuff and ship it out the next day. And
Yeah, we love Merchant Fulfill in Q4. Now, I don't like Merchant Fulfill throughout the rest of the year.
No, and I want to do a lot of FBA. I want to get as much sent in as possible prior,
Yeah. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, that's kind of our week ahead. So we will be back in 2 weeks, and hopefully with lots more to talk about. More Uno reverses and all that good jazz. So, all right.
That's it. And
thank you guys for
meeting adjourned.
Thank you guys for joining us this morning. I love hanging out with everybody and getting to see where everybody else is doing. So have a great 2 weeks. Bye.